the 15-minute routine that helps you age better after 40. What if you could genuinely slow down how fast you're aging? Not with expensive creams, not with surgery, not with a 2-hour gym session, but with just 15 minutes a day? I know that sounds like a headline designed to sell you something, but stay with me for the next few minutes, because what I'm about to share is rooted in real science, and it's completely free. After 40, the choices you make in the first and last 15 minutes of your day have a disproportionate impact on your biology, your inflammation levels, your hormones, your muscle mass, your brain, even how quickly your cells age at the DNA level. This is the routine. And once you understand why each piece works, you won't want to skip it. Welcome back, or if this is your first time here, this channel is dedicated to practical, science-backed strategies for living better in your 40s, 50s, and beyond. No fluff, no gimmicks, just tools that actually work. Today, I'm walking you through a 15-minute daily routine, specifically designed for the way your body changes after 40. It takes less time than your morning coffee ritual, and the compounding benefits over months and years are genuinely remarkable. Let's break it down. Section 1. Why 15 minutes is enough, and why it matters more after 40. First, let's kill the myth that you need to overhaul your entire lifestyle to age better. The science of behavior change is very clear. Small, consistent actions compound over time, far more effectively than large, unsustainable ones. A 15-minute daily routine performed 365 days a year is worth infinitely more than a 2-hour workout done twice, a month in a burst of January motivation. But here's what makes this especially critical after 40. Your body is undergoing real biological shifts: declining growth hormone, reduced collagen production, slower cellular repair, increasing cortisol sensitivity, and a measurable drop in mitochondrial efficiency. These aren't just inconveniences, they are the engine of accelerated aging. The good news: these processes are significantly modifiable through daily behavior. Research from Harvard, Stanford, and institutions across Europe and Asia consistently shows that lifestyle interventions, not genetics alone, account for up to 70% of how we age. 15 minutes, done right, every single day, moves the needle in a way that nothing else can replicate. Section 2, the morning 8 minutes. Minute 1 to 2, get direct light into your eyes. The very first thing you should do after waking, even before coffee, is step outside, or stand by a bright window for 1 to 2 minutes, and let natural light hit your eyes. This is not about vitamin D. This is about circadian biology. Natural light in the morning sets your internal clock, your circadian rhythm, by triggering a cascade of hormones, including cortisol, your get-up-and-go hormone, and, later that night, melatonin. When your circadian rhythm is well calibrated, your sleep is deeper, your metabolism runs more efficiently, your mood stabilizes, and cellular repair, which happens almost entirely during sleep, is dramatically more effective. After 40, circadian rhythm naturally becomes less robust. This one simple act reinforces it every single day. No equipment needed, no cost, just morning light. Minute 3 to 5, 2 minutes of deep breathing or box breathing. This is not soft wellness advice. This is nervous system regulation, and after 40, it is non-negotiable. Chronic stress and elevated cortisol are among the most potent accelerators of biological aging. They shrink the hippocampus, increase visceral belly fat, raise blood pressure, suppress immune function, and critically, shorten telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA that scientists use as a direct measure of cellular age. Box breathing: inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, activates your parasympathetic nervous system within minutes. 2 minutes of this practice in the morning shifts your stress baseline for the entire day. Do this before you check your phone, before email, before news. The world's problems will still be there in 3 minutes, but your cortisol response to them will be dramatically calmer. Minute 6 to 8. Movement, joint mobility, and 1 compound exercise. Here's where most people make a mistake. They either skip morning movement entirely, or they do nothing but stretch, which on its own isn't enough after 40. You need 2 things: mobility and load. Spend the first 90 seconds doing slow hip circles, shoulder rolls, gentle spinal twists, and ankle rotations. These movements lubricate your joints with synovial fluid, which is essentially their internal cushioning system. After 40, joints stiffen faster, especially in people who sit for work, and morning mobility is the single best preventive strategy. Then spend 90 seconds on 1 compound, Bodyweight movement, squats, glute bridges, push-ups, or a standing plank hold. You're not trying to build a physique in 90 seconds. You're doing something far more important. You're signaling to your muscles that they are needed. Muscle is the organ of longevity. After 40, we lose roughly 1% of muscle mass per year without deliberate effort. This signal, even this brief, combined with adequate protein, is enough to begin slowing that loss. Many longevity researchers now consider muscle mass the single best predictor of healthy aging and independence in later decades. Section 3. The evening 7 minutes. The morning routine is about activation. The evening routine is about recovery. And this is where most people completely drop the ball. Minute 1 to 3, screen dimming and a gratitude reset. 2 hours before bed, ideally. But at minimum, the 15 minutes before you lie down, lower the brightness on all screens and switch to night mode or warm lighting. Blue light suppresses melatonin by up to 50%, directly disrupting the sleep architecture that your body uses to repair cells, consolidate memories, and regulate hormones. Simultaneously, spend 60 to 90 seconds writing or mentally noting 3 specific things you're grateful for. Not generic, specific. Not my family, but the conversation I had with my daughter at dinner. Not my health, but that I could walk outside today without pain. This is not journaling for journaling's sake. Gratitude practice has measurable effects on the nervous system. It reduces cortisol, increases oxytocin, and shifts your brain's default processing mode away from threat detection. After 40, when stress tends to accumulate and sleep becomes lighter and more fragile, this reset is one of the most underrated tools available to you. Minute 4 to 6. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR, simplified. Lie down or sit comfortably. Starting from your feet, systematically tense each muscle group for 5 seconds, then fully release for 10 seconds. Move from feet to calves, thighs, abdomen, hands, arms, shoulders, face. The entire cycle takes about 2 to 3 minutes. Progressive muscle relaxation was developed decades ago and has been studied extensively. It significantly reduces insomnia, lowers nighttime cortisol, reduces physical pain perception, and improves sleep quality, all issues that become more prevalent after 40. It requires nothing except your body and your attention. Minute 7. Set tomorrow's intention. 1 sentence. This final minute is purely psychological, but don't underestimate it. Before you sleep, write or say out loud 1 simple intention for tomorrow. Not a to-do list. 1 sentence. Tomorrow I will go for a 20-minute walk after lunch. Or, tomorrow I will eat a real breakfast. Or, tomorrow I will call my friend. Implementation intention. The act of deciding in advance when and where you will do something increases follow-through by over 200%. According to research by psychologist Peter Gallwitzer, this 1 sentence makes tomorrow's healthy choices dramatically more likely. And over a year, those choices compound into a fundamentally different body and life. Section 4. Making it stick. The compounding effect. Here is the honest truth about this routine. The first week, you will feel almost nothing. Maybe slightly better sleep, maybe a little more calm. By the end of the first month, you will feel a noticeable shift. Less mental fog, more physical ease in the morning, better emotional baseline. By 6 months, the physiological changes are real and measurable. Lower resting cortisol, better sleep architecture, improved joint mobility, measurable muscle preservation, and what many people describe as simply feeling younger than they did before they started. This is the compounding effect of small daily inputs. It is not dramatic. It is not fast. But it is the most reliable path to aging better that science currently knows. 15 minutes. Every day. That's all this asks of you. Morning, 2 minutes of light exposure. 2 minutes of deep breathing. 4 minutes of mobility and movement. Evening, 3 minutes of screen winding down and gratitude. 3 minutes of progressive relaxation. 1 minute of intention setting. The people who age well, who stay sharp, strong, mobile, and emotionally grounded well into their 60s and 70s, are not necessarily the ones with the best genetics or the most money. They are, almost universally, the ones with the most consistent daily habits. You can start tonight, right now actually, by deciding that tomorrow morning, you step outside for 2 minutes before you reach for your phone. If this gave you something useful, please give it a like and share it with someone in their 40s or 50s who could use it. Leave a comment below. Which part of this routine are you starting with? I genuinely want to know. Subscribe if you haven't. New videos every week. all focused on living better in the second half of life. See you in the next one!